Yeah, you definitely started. I feel like I've started the last 8 somehow. So.
Tell me when.
Whenever you're ready.
I'm ready. Welcome back, guys, to the Attack on Titan podcast, AoT Chronicles. I'm your boy, Papa Chad.
He wanted to do that really bad, and wow, he really dropped the ball. I'm Ronnie.
And boy, oh boy, I'm excited to do this one today.
Wait, okay, hold on a second. Was that the second time you used boy, oh boy?
No.
Boy, oh, I couldn't say it.
Boy, oh boy?
Was that the first time you said boy, oh boy?
Yeah, do you think I started off the podcast by saying, boy, oh boy, welcome back, guys?
I thought you said, yeah.
I think in testing I said it.
Let me check real quick. All right, sorry about that. You did not say boy, oh boy.
Yep.
0-1. I'm down 1 point. You're up 1.
You're going to be down a lot.
But it's a long podcast, and I have never been more confident that I'm going to be able to come back. Especially since you just... What just happened?
I didn't have anything to say.
Did you just throw up in your mouth? You didn't have any? You're leading the show. Go.
Oh, I'm leading the show? Well, guys, we are covering Attack on Titan today.
We're
going to cover some questions.
45 seconds in, this is the worst podcast we've ever done.
Tie up some loose ends. Ronnie's going to be here by my side and help me through this.
Yeah, so that was kind of a Make-A-Wish Foundation sort of thing we had going on for Chad. He wanted to start the podcast, so we let him do that. What we're here today to do is, obviously there's no episode, so we've got an Attack on Titan Season 4 Part 1 Wrap-Up, and then we're just going to move that into a little bit of a hangout, getting ready for
How cool would it be if a kid...
our new Jujutsu Kaisen podcast.
If a kid... asked us if he could be on our podcast for his Make-A-Wish.
Can you imagine someone wasting a wish like that?
It would be a terrible wish. Don't do it, kids.
For
all the kids out there, don't do it.
Why were you late today?
Well, it's a little thing called OT. Boy, you left work earlier.
OT. By the way, no kid should be listening to this.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Don't listen to this if you're a kid, and don't make your wish to be with Ronny and Chad, especially.
If you are not of legal age, get out. We don't want you.
Yeah.
And it's a little bit creepy.
It is. And I think there was somebody in our Discord, is Peak's ass. He's a little questionable. We might have to ban that guy.
He's got I think he has like 1 week left.
Yeah, okay. So we'll ban him and then he can join back in 7 days. Well, you want to get right into this? Should we answer some questions? What do you want to do?
Yeah, so I have, to the best of my ability, gathered all questions we've been asked like the past 3 weeks, because the way the schedule's been, we haven't been able to get to them. Mm-hmm. So we've got we're going to front load everything with Attack on Titan for the people who don't like Ronny and Chad's bullshit.
Yep.
And then... But right before we get out of Attack on Titan, we have a fun little game that we're going to play. And I'm very excited about. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. But stay tuned for that. So let's go ahead and get this... Oh, don't do that.
Sorry.
It's so nasty.
I know, I forgot we were podcasting.
It's so fucking gross. Okay. So Hanji and Yelena in suits start us off. She says...
I'd love to see that.
She says, do you think if Erwin were alive and decided to attack Marley, that it would have prevented the character development we see from Hanji and Levi this season? They often cast judgment on Erwin's decisions in the past, but never went against them either. Would they have just gotten used to the idea of attacking Marley and ultimately been okay with it? So what do you think of all that?
I definitely think so. I think Hanji and Levi are ride or die Erwin stans. I'm an Erwin stan as well, and I think they would have went with it. I think maybe, obviously they would have been like, I don't know about this, but in the end, they'd been like, okay, let's do it.
So if that's the case, ideally we probably wouldn't have had the whole Jaegerist uprising thing.
Yeah, because for one, Erwin might have been a part of that whole Jaegerist thing.
right,
to begin with.
But I wonder if that even starts to happen in the first place, if they're all on board to attack Marley. And would Aaron have told Erwin the plan instead of just going rogue and doing it? Or how does it work out? Do they still talk to Aaron about the plan, or does Aaron even have to go do it because Erwin thinks that that's what they have to do to begin with?
That's a good question. Do you think, like, when Yelena, because obviously we know that Yelena talked to Aaron during the 4-year time span and kind of told him about Zeke's plan. Do you think when she told him if Erwin was alive that he would go straight up to Erwin and just tell him what's up?
That's why I don't know.
For some reason, I feel like Aaron wouldn't.
You don't think he would? So
No.
you don't think he had any more respect for Erwin instead? How many times can you crack the can?
Huh?
Why are you like a giant with the like?
I've
what
got
are you doing?
big, meaty hands.
Like, why are you crushing the can as you drink it?
I've got giant hands. Have you seen these bad boys?
You just nicely pick it up. You tilt it back. That's how you do it. By the way,
I can also do this.
like, yes, I know you can do that. It's
How
very
cool is
cool. Doesn't work great on a podcast. For anyone who's wondering what he did, how awesome it was, he bent his finger. That's it.
No, I did it in the most cool way possible, and I'm going to take a picture of it right now to prove to people.
It was not that cool. I mean, yeah, I can't do it, but
Yeah, you can't do it. Got it.
was
Wow.
I in it?
You were in it in the background, unfortunately.
How'd I look? Did I
You look
all
dumb.
right?
You look really dumb.
Could I get my calf in it?
You have one of those?
Wait, are you getting ready to post it?
No, I'm just taking it. I'll post it later.
Okay, let me see.
Yeah, don't get your calf in it. We don't want to bring the cow in here.
Let me see if my calves look okay in it before you post it.
Okay.
Just to know what I was talking about before you got all loud with your can over there. You're like a dog with a bone. I don't know.
Yeah, it's a good question. Yelena and Hanji in suits. Great question.
So basically, to wrap that thought up, I think
Great question.
I don't think there would have been such a long waiting period. I kind of think that Erwin would have made moves before Aaron got with Yelena and felt like he had to do it, if that makes sense. Because they waited a long time.
They did, but they also had to build up like the new ODM gear, kind of build up the port, all that shit.
6 people had to build an entire train track.
Yeah.
Don't forget about that part.
Hey, if it wasn't for that, we wouldn't have Aaron's sexy ass abs.
So Yelena and Suits come right back in with, what loose ends do you specifically want addressed in part 2? Well, I think we know the very easy answer.
Historia's loose ends. That's what we need addressed.
Oh, yeah, we got to tie those suckers up real quick.
Yeah, who knows how loose those things have gotten.
Need to tie her ends up and snip someone else's.
But yeah, we do want Historia's whole baby daddy situation / what even's going to happen to Historia. I want that tied up for sure.
And then the second part of the question was also like, what do you think how do you think they'll tie those ends up? So for me, a lot of it we've already kind of talked about. I'm going off on the theory that Zeke is the baby daddy of Historia's.
Yeah, because you went off my great deciphering skills when the guy said, one of the noblemen said, he likes to throw rocks. And I was like, oh, who's thrown rocks in this show? Zeke Yeager.
Right. So that was one of the... You had that
You're
take
welcome.
early on, and then for some reason, last episode, you weren't about that take as much. You were so worried about some flash at the very end of the episode that actually wasn't part of the episode. You were you were real gung-ho on that theory.
I know. Whatever bootleg website we watched that on is so annoying. But
You were so caught up in that.
I was going to say another one that I kind of want tied up is just the whole Ackerman situation. Like how, I mean, we kind of know that the Founding Titan could manipulate the anatomy of certain Eldians and stuff like that. So we're assuming this certain bloodline, they're like, we're going to manipulate you to
Right.
do this. But I want to kind of know a little bit more about it.
Yeah.
I feel like there's not enough information.
Right, I agree with that. I don't know how we haven't mentioned this one yet. It's what I thought you were going to mention the very first thing. Paths. People.
Yep. Paths.
And of course, the answer to the paths is...
Paths.
So we don't need to talk anymore about that. Just paths.
Actually, no. You know what? I don't want them to address that. I want the show to end with just paths having nothing to do with the show.
Nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
Literally, all there is the one comment about someone or Zeke saying that he sends him to the coordinate via paths, and then the owl being like, "You have to save Mikasa and Armin." And then that's it.
Yeah.
They never talk about paths ever again.
And then when the show ends, Isayama comes on screen and he just goes, paths.
And we're like, yes! he goes,
said it!
He goes, Ronny and Chad knew it all along. We're like, whoa, I didn't even know he was listening.
Yeah, he's definitely listening.
All right. So then we go to Victor. He's got some more.
Oh, you didn't want to say, you didn't have any other loose ends? I was going to say, I also kind of wanted them to address Zeke's secret ass-wiping technique. They've kind of left that one behind.
They have. It's very interesting you say that. They have kind of hopscotched over that. I don't believe they should be able to get away so easy, and I hope that we see more of it.
Yeah. I would love to see him wipe his ass.
But speaking of paths, we have Victor, who says, do you guys think that all Eldians and Titan users are connected via paths? First of all, Victor, of course.
Yes.
Paths.
Paths.
Second of all, he says, more importantly, so this is the more important part of the question, do you think that that's what it means when it says more importantly? It means this part's more important.
Okay.
Do you think that all of our characters are on a set predetermined path?
Whoa! This guy just blew my mind saying that.
Yeah. So basically what he's saying is everything that we're watching, you know, all these separate things, all these pieces that are moving, does it even matter? What, like, is everything just going to happen the way it's going to happen?
You want to know why I think that it does matter and it's not just straight up path? Is because when Eren almost, in this very last episode, when he got attacked from Porco, he 100% did not see that coming.
Right.
So it's not one of those things where like Eren knows what's going to happen, because I think he's kind of shown signs of where you think, oh, he already knows, like he's not scared at all. He knows what's going to happen. But right there, he didn't. So I think it's not predetermined. What do you think?
I think I think maybe I'm a big buyer in paths. Take a shot every time we say paths, and we will call an ambulance in your local jurisdiction.
Is it paths or paths?
I believe it's a paths and paths.
Paths or paths? Do you see what I'm doing there?
Paths.
Paths?
Give it to me one more time.
Okay.
Give it to me one more time.
Paths or
right.
paths.
So the first one, you're kind of skipping over the T.
Yeah.
So it's kind of paths. Paths.
Yeah.
Did I do it right? I feel like I'm not doing it right.
No, you're doing it right.
Or paths.
Paths. Okay. Okay, now when you take a bath.
Yeah.
Path. Okay. Bath, path. I got to think of it like that.
See, I kind of like the way you do it, because when you do it my way, paths, it's a little too...
Okay, so you think I should do paths?
I kind of like the way you do it, yeah.
Okay.
Maybe we just sprinkle a little bit of this, a little bit of that on there. And
maybe after this show we can go...
Spicy sandwich.
Take a baths.
Yeah, it wouldn't be the first time we've done it. So no, I seem to think that maybe that is how it is, where a lot of this stuff's predetermined, which... if that's the case, does a lot of good for the hope that Eren actually isn't as big of a shitbag as we think, because we know that he saw Grisha talking to the owl and said, you have, save Armin and Mikasa, blah, blah, blah. And he might be making certain moves because he's seen certain things and he knows he's got to put this, it's predetermined, so he had to do this stuff for it to work out.
So you're saying the owl saw things in the future and he felt like he needed to mention that to Grisha. Eren has seen things in the future and now he feels like he's got to do certain things to where that happens.
That's basically the premise, yes.
I like that. Because I've thought about that with the owl. Is the owl... do you think he's just dreaming and seeing these moments in the future, or are these like stuff that just randomly comes to him?
I mean, from what I saw at the end of season 3, it seemed like it just randomly came to him. It didn't seem like he was trying for anything. And then he was just like, whose memories were those?
So you think it was purposeful that memory happened in that moment?
Not necessarily. I don't know.
Okay.
And I'll tell you one thing. When I think about it, makes my brain hurt real bad.
Well, I'll just say this. If they go in depth with this whole paths shenanigans this second half, it could get real... What do you call it when your brain starts to hurt?
Like convoluted for
Yes.
one, and for two, I'll tell you this: we are not prepared to cover that.
No. Oh my God.
God, we are way out of our element.
I can't wait for somebody to say, I can't wait to hear Chad's take on this.
For
Like,
us
what?
to try and break that down. Are you kidding me? Oh God! All right,
You know what the answer is to it,
moving on. Well, I do. It's paths.
Okay.
Take a
Maths. Let's do some maths.
shot. Are we just trying to come up with ATH words now?
Well, I thought how stupid it actually sounds because math
Maths.
is math. It's not
Right.
maths. Hey, let's go do some... you want to go to class and do some maths?
Oh, nath. You're really struggling with that can. Quath. Is there another one? Wrath. But see, that one's kind of tricky because there's 2 letters.
Daz? No, that doesn't work.
All right. Good work by you. Moving on to Historia's baby daddy. Great name. And wants to know about Historia. What do you think is going to be Historia's role in Season 4, Part 2?
Probably more sex, if I'm being honest.
No, I don't like your gross joke. Don't talk about stuff like that. We talk about Historia in very serious ways around here. I'm worried about her.
Why?
I don't exactly know why. I just feel like, what is the point of the story making her have a kid if she's going to be around and good?
Well, isn't the whole point for her to have the kid so then she could be a Titan, and then after 13 years, that kid will be the Titan?
Yes, but I don't know if it works out that smoothly.
Yeah, she doesn't seem like the strong type to just let that thing slide out real easily.
Well...
Is that what you mean by that?
No, not what I meant. Don't say that. Definitely don't say that. If there's one thing I don't want you to say, it's that. I don't know if it's a Aaron thing where he's going to get a little too crazy. And, dude, I don't know.
Yeah, it's... Well, first off, Aaron has already gotten a little too crazy, so I imagine that continues on this second half. Third off, fucking Reiner, bro. Reiner wanted to marry Historia.
Oh, I love that. Yeah, I want you to dive into a lazy river and just let it take you where it takes you and go with that theory. Keep going.
Okay, you ready for this?
Yeah.
So via paths, Reiner is going to collectively slide his way into Historia's... Not into Historia. Slide his way into Historia's presence.
Here I was thinking this was okay.
Into her presence.
Right.
She's going to have the baby. Reiner is then... It's going to end up being Aaron's kid. Reiner, since Reiner is such a good guy, he is going to be the father to that kid because Aaron is such a shitbag going off doing dirty things.
For like the 2 weeks that Reiner has left to live.
He's got 2 years.
He's 2 years?
Yeah, he's got a year more than Zeke. So, well, he's got like a year and 10 months. Zeke has like 10 months left.
Okay. Is it that long?
Yeah. Because remember, beginning of the season, Zeke said he had a year left?
No, I don't remember because the way I saw Reiner, I just figured that guy had 3 days sometimes.
Well, he's going to find purpose in his life. He's going to save Gabby and Falco, and then he's going to father the child of Aaron.
By the way, that can holds 12 ounces. If you could finish it quickly, that'd be great.
That's fucked up.
It's just taking way too long.
This is 6% alcohol, dude.
Just so long to drink. What are you over there doing? Like, are you a caterpillar? Are you drinking it at the rate of the... Are you doing a tongue stick in it and then get it out? It's 12 ounces, buddy.
Sorry I don't have a big mouth like you.
Jeez. Just milking that thing over
True
there.
story, guys. I actually have one of the smallest mouths around.
It is so small.
It's like legitimately very tiny. Some people say I probably so small.
I've watched this guy try and eat a hot dog before. He had to take it, cut it sideways. It was the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah. Sorry, Ben.
All right. Speaking of Ben and your boyfriend, do you guys think Levi's going to make it? And of course, he's dying to hear Chaz's in-depth takes on that situation.
Here you go. No, I do not think so. The reason being, I will go into depth, Benjamin, is that Levi is a short, well, not even that he's just a short guy. He is a short guy.
Great start.
He's the only one standing in the way between Zeke and Aaron, and they got to kill him off so that Zeke gets to Aaron. Because we're obviously going to get Zeke and Aaron conjoining, hugging, whatever they're going to do to touch each other, and the Founding Titans' powers being used. If that doesn't happen, I will legitimately be mad at the show. And if Levi is alive and fighting Zeke off, it's never going to happen. So they have to kill off. They either have to make him like a paraplegic or kill him off.
Let's get crazy. Call your shot. How does he die? Like, what, at the hands of what does he die?
Okay, I think maybe possibly he survives this and he's super injured. And
what are you doing? How is it even possible?
Learn science, dude. It's air condensation.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
It's not air condensation.
I'm talking about Levi, dude. Chill out.
All right. I can't hear you over that can crackling.
So Levi will die at the hands of Zeke somehow. I think Zeke and him will kill each other, and it'll be a beautiful moment. I mean, I don't know how that would even work. I'm kind of just bullshit.
Beautiful moment.
I don't know. I really don't know.
Here's
That's
my
bullshit.
take, right? Because I do think he will die, and part of me thinks it's going to be a sacrifice. But here's my one that's against odds. What do you mean, no?
He's not going to sacrifice himself.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, him and Zeke are going to stab each other at the same exact time and go down in an emotional blaze of glory. You're right. That's way less ridiculous. No, my hot take. He will not die from a Titan at all. He will be a human. And I don't know how crazy things are getting ready to get in this part 2. It's going to be from somewhere he doesn't expect. Like he's going to think he's safe and someone takes him out.
Flock?
Someone like that.
If Flock killed Levi, I would... Oh my god, dude! I would lose my shit.
That's my hot take. Is like it's not necessarily going to be someone who's an admirable opponent to Levi. It's going to be some bullshit. Like
that would be terrible.
Fucking Daz is going to erupt from an outhouse, and he's going to be covered in shit. And he's going to poke him in the chest.
No, if Daz did that, that would be lit. Just not Flock. I feel like Flock's got too much screen time. I would. If Levi went after Aaron and Mikasa killed him, I also think that'd be pretty cool.
All right. Moving on to Noah, who asked, do you like Levi or Erwin more?
I mean...
A little pick your poison here.
Erwin will forever be my favorite character in the show, and I don't think it'll ever change. Depending on this second part, whatever happens with... If Aaron somehow redeems himself, I still think Erwin will be my favorite.
Really?
Yeah.
I might say this just to be different, but it also might be how I feel. I'm going Levi.
Okay. And why is that? Why do you like Levi more than Erwin?
At this point, I think Erwin was a great leader.
Is it because you're his height?
It might be because a small brother's got to stick together. We're both very agile and quick and swift.
Okay.
And bunny-like and cheetah-like. Any quick. There's no way there's still part of that 12 ounces.
How many ounces is in that water? Read it off right now.
Okay, but how many... Okay, let's break this down.
Read the water.
How many sips do you think I've taken from the water?
Approximately 5 or 6.
First of all, 20, so almost double, okay? And I'm getting close to halfway. Getting close to halfway. It's definitely 12 ounces.
It is 12, you're right.
How many... Do you think you picked that up 12 times? I feel like, yeah, right?
10. About 10.
10?
Yeah. I think 10's a fair.
Because let me just put this out here right now. I think we can all agree on this. If every time you go to drink something, if you're not drinking 1 fluid ounce per sip, you are the biggest bitch I've ever come across in my life. You're drinking less than 1 ounce every time you pick it up.
1 fluid ounce, dude.
Have you ever? If you think about it that way, you're gonna be like, "Wow, maybe I'm being a little."
No, I think I'm drinking 1 fluid ounce. I will finish this in 1 sip, so that would be about 1 fluid ounce every time.
I'll tell you one thing. I can't wait. All right,
guys, it's a beer, so don't listen to Ronnie.
What kind of lame beer is it? People like that sort of thing. Talk about it.
It's a Rapturous Raspberry Sour Ale. 12 fluid ounces. It's got a beautiful art cover.
So sour ale.
By 3 Taverns, craft brewery in the United States of Georgia.
What did you say? By 3 Taverns?
Yeah.
All right. Tonight I'm sipping on Sam's Purified Drinking Water. This is the good stuff with flavor enhancing minerals.
Whoa.
How about that? It's distributed by Walmart Incorporated. No free ads usually, but that's...
Okay, so you hate small businesses?
Purified by reverse osmosis. This is just what we have at the studio. I believe your mom buys the studio groceries.
Well, she doesn't.
All right, moving on. Did you have any other questions about my water you wanted to ask real quick?
No, but I do need another beer now.
0 calories. All right, and if you want to pause to go get a beer, I'm fine with that. Would you do me a favor?
Yeah.
Could you, put it in a glass or something?
Dude, are you serious?
Yeah.
I think the people on the pod liked it, but I will.
Thanks, buddy. Guys, all right, he's gone. He's just like the worst fucking podcaster ever. How many times can you kick a table, crinkle the can? It's not that hard. Okay, I've done this before. I didn't receive any applications. If you would like to try and replace Chad, I'm looking for a replacement. Just email us at thepodcastchronicles@gmail.com. You don't even need a single reference. I'm not going to call anybody. Just show me a picture of yourself so I can make sure that you're not on any wanted list, and tell me a story. And I think we could probably kick out Chaz. I've got a lot of different studios lined up that I can move to. His mother has become such a headache. She requires 24/7 around-the-clock care. It's unbelievable. So, yeah, thanks. And we're back. How did it go?
Went great.
All right, good. Took a little long.
I took a tinkle, too.
Oh, okay. So, next question. So, a lot of people were curious about hair. We had Professor Zayton and Victor both asking for some hairstyles. I made it top 5 hairstyles of the series. So, through everything.
Okay.
I can start us off. Number 5. I don't think it's getting enough credit. He's trying to make a statement. He's trying to change the game, mix things up a little bit. I went with Jean's mullet.
Okay. I like that. Jean, yeah, I agree. I think Jean's hair, it doesn't look as bad as people in the Discord said.
It doesn't look as bad as people make it say, and he's just trying things, okay?
Yeah.
He's experimenting. Leave him alone. Right?
I agree. Number 5, I'm going to go with Keith Sadie's. I think he's kind of experimenting a little bit.
Great hair.
Yeah.
And just to be clear, you're talking about what time period?
I'm talking about season 1 Keith and season 4 Keith.
Great hair.
Yeah. Head
full of it. Number 4, I'm going, I got to go with Aaron's GQ model phase. It's I'm working on it right now. I'm trying to get there because, God, he's just so hot. Not that great of a personality, but whew, he's working it.
Number 4, I had to go with, this is kind of, a lot of people do not agree with me on this, but I got to go with season 3 Flock. To me, season 3 Flock.
I'm getting mad.
Listen, just hear me out. Season 3 Flock. Granted, yes, does he look like he uses about 4 different gels and spends an hour in the morning fixing his hair? He does. But the little part in the middle, the 3-way part that he's got going from middle to side.
Like 7 ways.
It takes a lot of effort to do that, and I think he's kind of rocking it.
I definitely don't think he's rocking it.
I mean,
fuck flock.
Well, how about this? When you're riding a horse 60 miles an hour towards a beast titan throwing rocks at you, you fall down, get up, and your hair stays the same, you're kind of baller.
No, I'll be honest with you for a second. I wanted to kind of poo-poo on you because you never really do anything with your hair.
Thank you.
It usually is, you keep it short enough to where it doesn't get too crazy. It's not too big of a muss. But you do sometimes have a little bit of a bedheadish thing going on where, it's kind of like you woke up like this, didn't really run a comb through it, and you just showed up because it's short enough to where no one's going to be like, what's that guy doing? But I will say, did you run a brush through your hair today? It is more like swooped and styled right now than I have ever seen it before.
You want to know a little secret?
I do want to know a secret.
Have not used a brush or a comb in maybe 4 years.
Yeah, I haven't either.
Oh, well, you just asked if I used one, and I said no.
Well, I know, but I was just
you're saying it looks like it, though?
I was tagging along. Yeah, you got a big swoop going on.
Okay, so it's weird. My hair, I used to...
Because it's not like you can use your fingers, right, and you can get it in the direction you want to go, but you've got very small little indents or whatever that makes it look like a brush did.
Yeah, I just did it with my fingers, and for some reason my hair started naturally going this way. Used to go the other way and stick up a little bit. Now it's just like swooped. So I don't know. It's a good question.
That's wild. Hope this is the hair talk people wanted.
I think it's really going to make my girlfriend happy, though.
Don't have a girlfriend. Number 3, got a flashback. I always respected this man's hair. It's Erwin Smith.
Good
now,
choice.
there was I had a theory brewing. Do you remember this? Where I, theorized that maybe he was coloring his hair a bit.
Packing heat. Oh, he colored it? Yeah, I did.
Do you remember that?
I remember that, yeah.
Because of the sides are very dark. Like he's got those shaved sides, and then the top is just very vibrant.
I was going to use that exact word.
So I think he might have been dabbling a little bit with beauty care products. And I'm not hating for him. Either way, number 3 on the list. I just, I want to draw attention to it.
You know what I say about that guy? That guy fucks.
All right.
Number 3. Historia's Season 3 bun.
The fact that I forgot Historia on my list is really not good because she has had the most dynamic hair in the series. I'm shouting her out now. I'm so glad that you didn't miss her. I think people would have been very angry.
I love the Queen Historias bun.
Yeah, she's got a lot of good looks.
Beautiful. I mean, she looks like a true queen.
I agree.
I would treat her like one too. Back in Season 3 I would. Now she's kind of a whore.
Okay, moving on. Number 2, Ronnie's got to go with sometimes it's great to just be simple and sweet. And I got to do a little double dip here, so I'm going Hanji and Sasha for the messy ponytail look. It's a way directly to Ronnie's heart when you got the ponytail in the back, but you also have some stuff going on up front, hanging down in the eyes.
It does look good. Because their hair is very similar.
Oh, and shout out Christina on the Discord for an epic.
She can legit play the next live action Hanji.
Yeah,
I'll say that.
We're casting her.
I'm not going to say anything else because I'm a Hanji stan and I'll probably sound like a douche if I say anything.
When we get called up to head up that project, we're going to give her a call. And like you said, you did a good job being careful because I saw where you were going with that. We won't have you in the casting room just because we don't want to make any weird situations go on.
And I'm not going to say anything about Hanji or her.
Right.
So we're just moving on.
Let's just skip, dip, and diddly-do to your number 2.
Number 2, it's Erwin. I mean,
hey, all right.
He's got great hair.
He's got great hair. Number 1, it pinned itself. I had to do it. I'm so proud of him. As much shit as I gave this guy, it's got to be Armin Season 4 hair. He shortened it up. He's looking great. I'm so proud of my boy.
You love his Season 2, right? Season 2 Armin hair. Is that what you just said?
No, I almost went for the joke, but I was like, you know what?
Terrible joke.
I've joked on him too much. I've got to just take a moment to give the respect that's deserved for his good-looking hair now.
I respect that. You talked about Hanji and Sasha. I didn't put them on my list, particularly because everyone knows I love Hanji and just everything about her, not even just her hair.
Right.
So my number one. Wait, am I on my number one or number two?
You're on your number one because your number two should have been Erwin.
Yep. Number one is season 4.
Can't believe you forgot that already.
Aaron. This guy
now
with
the
his,
long hair
No.
or like the GQ model like I was talking
the
about.
GQ model. I gotta. Me and my
Can I
dumbass
just say
roommate Kyle,
I don't know if I've ever seen a GQ model. I don't know what they look like, but
they look just like that.
Is it okay?
I don't know either, but that's what I'm assuming.
You keep talking. I'm gonna type it up real quick.
So my dumbass roommate Kyle, I went to the gym
Kyle,
with him
that
the
guy's
other
a
day.
dumbass.
We both had our sweaties around our waist, and we were
Don't
driving.
call them sweaties.
And we were driving back. We were talking about the recent Epi 16, and
Stop it.
I told him, I was like, he told me, dude, I wish I could grow my hair out long, but guys' hairs only look good long when it's curly. And I go, that's a lie. I was like, what about Aaron's?
Mm-hmm.
Aaron's hair looks great. And he goes, dude, he's a drawing.
He
And I'm like, you're playing
he
that.
did not say
I
that
swear to
again.
God. I was like, you're playing that card
Okay,
again?
all right. So now I'm just mad because yes, he got us good with that one time, but now that's his go-to. It's what he's going to say every time, anytime, and I no longer respect it. The first time I felt offended, I was like, "Holy shit, I'm going to take his seat because he ripped me pretty hard." But what? Now that's just his move every time. Oh, it's a drawing.
Yeah. And I was like, oh, how about you just stop watching the show then, you dumbass?
And how about this? You're a dumbass, Kyle.
Yeah.
Did you think of that? Dumbass. All right, so that concludes our top 5 hairstyles. We move on. You're not going to believe this guy's name.
What was your number one?
Good Lord. My number 1 was Armin.
Oh, for some reason I thought you said number 2 when you said that.
Number 2 was the Hanji and Sasha love sandwich. Ronnie's the meat. So I got so excited when this guy emailed in. You're not going to believe it. His name is actually Armin. How about
Armin?
that?
I saw
sometimes
that.
we
Yeah.
say Armin's name is Armin.
Armin.
That's his name.
I say it like the Japanese. Armin. People talk about how well I say the pronunciations of the names.
No one talks about that. He says, if you could choose 3 characters to get a drink with every Friday after work, who are you taking? And I'll give you his just as a little, guide rail. He had Dot, which of course, that guy knows his way around a drink. Hannes, which I was jealous he put that on there. Perfect. Well executed. I miss Hannes a ton. And a little wild card, he put Historia as well.
Wow, sounds like that guy's trying to do something dirty, illegal.
So I've got 2 different lists because, Don, what are you doing tonight?
Huh?
God.
Why else would he pick her?
Stop it.
She's 19. Come on, bro.
What are you... Okay, moving on. I hate you so much. I don't even know if you're
Can I
having
go through my list?
I don't know if you're having a good podcast tonight. I gotta be honest. He says... Or no, he doesn't say that. This is me. I'm not having a good podcast either. It's the worst episode ever. I didn't know, are we operating under the idea that when you go with these people, they're going to chazz it up and definitely get drunk? Or is it more like you just want to hang out with them, relax, have a good laugh? So I have 2 different lists.
Okay.
I've got my drunk list first. These are the people I want to see drunk.
Okay, go through the entire list. I want to...
Yeah. I've got Levi because... Do you think he loosens up at all if he's inebriated? Obviously, he doesn't drink.
Doesn't
we
drink,
know that.
but if he tried, yeah, he would loosen up a lot if he did drink, I feel like.
Commander Keith, because
yeah.
What a riot. And I'm now realizing I actually have 4 people because I think I just had to put Commander Keith in there.
You're having a great pod.
Armin and Mikasa. Because Armin's so cowardly. I feel like Armin's the type of guy, you get him drunk and he just starts... Every bad thought about people that he keeps in the back because he's too nice just starts spewing out. He just starts shitting all over people. And then, come on. Can you put Mikasa on your list just because we've got to see what she's like drunk?
I don't have her on my list, but I only did 3 people. I didn't do 17 people like you did.
Well, I did 4, and then I didn't. I wanted you to put her on the list so she could be involved.
Okay, she's going to be my 4th one. Do you want me to go through my list?
I would like for you to go through your list.
Okay. This might be a little shocker to you. This is the first 3 that came to the top of my head. Pretty random, I must say. I mean, 1, Keith Sadie's. That guy rips. Would love to hear him just call me a peasant.
Daddy.
Whatever. What does he call me? What What does he call? What did he used to call Armin? Arlert. I'd love for him to just call me Arlert. I know that's his last name.
Chart.
Yeah. Don't give up my last name like Chad Chart. Come on. Number 2, Jean. Okay, I feel like.
Did you just put a G at the end of his name?
Jean.
Yeah, he said Jean.
Jean. That's Jean. That's
right.
Jean Dong.
I like it.
Me and Jean would vibe. Jean, I feel like I am Jean sometimes.
I agree with you because on my hangout list, I've got Jean.
Yeah, I feel like he's a bro.
I
He's
feel
a
like
bro's
we could
bro.
just hang out. We'd shit all over Aaron.
Oh yeah, we'd shit all over Aaron. We would just joke about stuff, and I'd be like, "Yo, bro, check out Mikas over there," and he'd be like, "Oh,
and he'd actually get kind of emotional and be like, "Oh wow, you have a thing," and then that's the thing with Jean, right? We can bro out 1 second, and the next second, boom. Now we're two loving bros that are having like real deep conversations and connecting on another emotional level because that's what me and you do this a lot where we get very serious in our feels. We turn the lights off. Sometimes we sit in the bathroom fully clothed, don't make it a weird thing, and we turn on the shower and turn the lights off and we just talk about our weeks.
Mm-hmm. The water touching the ground just gets your thoughts going.
Oh, you get a little hot, steams up a little bit, cleans out the pores. It's crazy how much we do that, actually.
Yeah, I know. At least twice a week. What were you talking about?
We were just talking about how big of bros we'd be with Jean.
Oh, yeah. Bros with Jean. Number 3. This is a shocker to everyone, I'm assuming. You might not like what I'm about to say, but I'm going to go ahead and say it because this is a free cunch.
Yeah, say it.
Hitch. I feel like I could get her drunk and have fun.
Oh my! Be careful.
I'm just being honest, man. She seems like the type that would.
No, don't be honest.
She's down for a good time.
I'll tell you one thing. Don't be honest.
No, I'm not like you know what I mean though.
I don't know what when you say blah, 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 I don't even want to say it because it's so.
We're gonna have a few drinks, and then I know I'm gonna have a good night with her. If you know what I mean. Wink, wink. Kiss, kiss.
I don't know what you mean. Stop it. We're moving on to my hangout list. I'm hanging out with Jean, Hanji, because she's already a good time. She doesn't even need, we're just hanging out. And one of my characters that started, he was funny, low-key. If you remember this guy, and he went too soon, my guy Moblet.
Moblet, yes. He was a funny character.
Moblet was a funny guy, and I miss him.
Ride or die for Hanji, too. I respect the hell out of him for that. And
that's what me and John were taking the boys out. We're like, hey, Moblet, come get us a drink with me and Hanji. And he's like, oh, okay. And then they kind of start hitting it off. Me and John, we're bros, we're wingmen. We kind of dip out. We're like, slide out. We're just hanging out. Shooting some billiards.
No.
Because that's what gentlemen do. We don't do
Moblet's the GBF. I'm the guy that comes in.
No. So I don't even...
No, I'm the guy that comes in, and I steal Hanji. She's my waifu.
You're the guy that they have a poster right at the front door that says, don't let this guy in, don't serve this guy. And then it also, right next to it, this is the scary part, it's got a missing poster of Hitch.
You just got served.
Moving on. We have Albic. He asked for the top 5 favorite non-shifting Titans. So these are like, not the Aarons, they can't shift.
Okay.
Pure Titans.
You want me to start off number 5?
Yeah, you start off.
All right. The one that ate Marco in half.
All right.
I like that.
You don't get to explain that one at all because I know what you're doing and I don't like it.
No, that's number 5.
I don't like what you're doing. Number 5, this might be a little bit of recency bias, but it was pretty crazy last episode. The one that opened up them guts to make Zeke a little home.
Yeah, that one was pretty gnarly.
Whew.
That was also the one that was in Zeke was in its hands.
Yeah, hand thrown. It's very dynamic.
A cool one.
It can do a bunch of different things.
Number 4, I'm going to go with the Smiling Titan. One of the creepiest ones in the show, and I felt like I had to put it on the list.
Are you talking about...
Dinah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Should be Dina. Yes. Number 4, I have the Spider Titan. The one when they're out there in the fields and its head was all contorted. Very creepy. Did not like it, but it's my number 4.
Okay. Number 3, the Ultimate Fist Bump Titan.
Oh.
Great Titan.
Yep. I already had the recency bias with the one that opened up them guts, so I couldn't put in the Ultimate Fist Bump guy, but that one was epic. Number 3 for me is the Dinah Smiling Titan. Should be Dina. Just classic.
What else?
It's a classic.
Yeah. So my 1 and 2 are.
I think we got the same 1 and 2s. I'll tell you that right now. Number 2. Here, we'll say number 2 at the same time. Ready?
Okay.
3, 2, 1. Ronny Titan.
It's
the Ronny Titan.
I was gonna say the short penis Titan, but Ronny Titan is the same exact thing.
For the one that he's very small. He's got a head shaped a bit like a pear.
With big ass eyeballs.
Big old eyeballs that are just gouging out of that face of his. Huge nose, pretty stubby. And I just want to make this clear, ladies. It's not what I currently look like, but I am honest enough to say...
A couple years ago.
Some of my deepest concerns are if I did get some of that Titan serum in me, that this is what I would transform into. We can't all be number 1, which is 3, 2, 1.
Mr. Shy Guy.
Mr. Shy Guy.
Let's go.
God, he was so cute because he was so shy.
No one will ever beat Mr. Shy Guy. Just like Erwin's my favorite character in the show, favorite pure Titan will always be Mr. Shy Guy.
If you don't know who Mr. Shy Guy is, first of all...
Culture Up.
Culture Up.
MSG.
He's the one that was with the Beast Titans' initial group. He was hiding behind buildings. The animation was also weird in some places where it seemed as if he was 50 meters tall. He might have been taller than the Colossal Titan a couple times.
The Utgard Castle moment?
Yeah.
Yeah. That guy, it's a shame that he went out from Nanaba or whatever stupid name was. Felt like he deserved a death from Levi. That's the only person.
Belly. He was epic and definitely our number 1 spot. So now we have Peak's Ass. Good appropriate name for our podcast.
Yeah, he's a minor. Let's get him out.
They said this is okay. What do we have? Oh wow, breaking the rules. So first he's a minor, now he's playing loose with the rules. Our eyes on him. This is a tag team special edition ultra high powered question from me and Ames. It's a fuck, marry, kill.
Is it Ames or Amos?
It's
Amos.
I believe the first time you tried to pronounce it, you said Ames, which just wasn't right. And you also called her a guy. It's a girl, and her name's Ames. Respect. Fuck, marry, kill, Levi, Aaron, Erwin. So here, I'll tell you this. We also have a girl version. Do you want to go first for the girls or the guys?
Guys.
Go for it.
Love them.
Deep breath.
This is oh my God, this is tough, man.
It's real. Part of it's pretty easy. Well, actually, no, I take that back.
I'm fucking Aaron, man. Season 4 Aaron, come on.
It's hard. It's hard not to take him.
The douche, they call him Chad. I mean, literally they name him after me. Chad Aaron.
Well, they didn't, but...
They named him after me, and, I mean, if I was GAY, I would be all over this guy. All over this guy.
Well, to be fair, you're already all over it, so...
Keep
doing the list, because now I'm getting sad. You're going to have to make me sad here in a second.
I'm going to have to marry... I'm gonna marry.
Give it to me,
Erwin. I'm sorry, Levi.
You're killing Levi.
I know.
Damn.
Sayonara.
I will not fall to the what am I trying to? The dark magic of one Aaron Yeager. I'm fucking killing that son of a bitch.
Wow,
I don't care how hot he is, because you know what?
He
might. Hey, let me finish.
You don't have the authority to kill the founding titan.
Let me finish. He might have the goods, and boy does he have them. But whose hog have we talked about at length?
I know.
And who else?
Well,
can move around? Who can move around? Dude, you would be fucking Levi. 1 second he'd be here, then the next thing he's over there. You're like, you can't keep up. You can't keep up with him.
His hog. I don't want to take a hog like that. You know what I mean?
Jesus Christ. Okay.
And
then I'm marrying Erwin.
This is disgusting.
Yeah, let's get a little more lady-like in here.
Ladies.
Hanji, Mikasa, Armin.
Marrying Hanji, killing the shit out of Armin, and fucking Mikasa's tough body.
Now, obviously, Armin is not a woman, but he is. Also,
He
if you
definitely
know what I
is.
mean.
He definitely is. I'm marrying Hanji.
He'd be
Hanji's possibly a
one
guy
of the
I
best
don't care if
waifus in the
marrying her.
game.
Yeah,
One of the best waifus in the game.
I'm marrying Hanji. If I didn't say that.
I'm gonna kill Hanji just because I'm scared of what you might act up like.
Are you shitting me?
I'm gonna kill her because if I say one of the other two, me killing her will be better off than whatever I say.
Do you know what that means though?
What?
You don't like Christina because she dressed up as her. Okay, guys, sorry. That's what it is.
And you're saying you want to drive to wherever Christina is and marry her? This is the exact kind of creepy thing I didn't want you to do.
I'm not saying that.
You're the one that made the analogy.
Okay, I take back the analogy.
Good Lord.
I wouldn't want to kill her though.
I'm killing Hanji. It's a tough game. You picked up the can again. Wrong thing. Nah, this guy's drunk off 1 and 4 ounces
drunk.
of beer. God, you're so drunk. Wasted. Jeez. I'm going to marry Mikasa.
Wow, that's so sweet.
Wait. Did I do this right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess I'm fucking Armin.
Wow. Yeah, I would give it to him easy, I guess.
I'm going to give him the night of his life. I'm going to treat him so delicately. And it'll be both our first times. And it'll be great. All right. Moving on immediately. So this is the last one from MRU. Can we get a Shinzo wo Sasageo for the last AOT pod for a while? Chad, let me roll out the red carpet.
Do you want me to do the Irwin version or like the singing version?
I want you to do both. Let me do the best you can of mixing them in like smoothly.
Wait, do both? Wait.
So like start with a ballad.
Okay.
What's the word?
Ballet?
Wait, I'm trying to think of like you make someone fall in love by song.
Poem?
No.
Singing?
I don't think this is what I'm going for. Oh, serenade me with the ballad and then finish it off with just getting my blood boiling. Of hype.
Shinzo Sasage.
Don't laugh.
I didn't mean to laugh.
Don't laugh. It's not funny. I'm just getting in my feelings. If I start dancing, deal with it.
Shinzo Sasage. And then Shinzo Sasage.
All right. I was kind of hoping you did better, but whatever. So that wraps up the Attack on Titan stuff. Let's have a little bit of Ronny and Chad time, answer some questions that people have asked just about us, and let's get it going. Oh, well, here, let me say this real quick. If you're bowing out now, and they might have already bowed out because they heard our names, and they're like, oh, fuck those guys.
Ronny and Chad. Ronny and Chaz.
We hope we'll see you again in a few months. If you're into Jujutsu Kaisen, come back. We're gonna cover that, and after that, we're gonna cover more shows. So
hey, if you're only here for Attack on Titan, get out.
So don't lose our number because we'll be in touch real soon. And thanks for everything. Now, moving on to these questions.
Appreciate you.
On Twitter, you can follow us at Podcast Chronic. And this gentleman does. I think it's a gentleman. I don't really know. It's at the one Cochi Loco, something like that. Hot dog or hamburger? Start there.
Okay, I'm hamburger all day. I don't like hot dogs at all.
Yeah.
Get it out of my face.
He fucking said this one. Okay, let me tell this quick story. One time we went to a Braves game, and he's told me multiple times that he doesn't like hot dogs. He goes, I'm going to go get something to eat. And I go, okay, I'll go with you. And I look behind me, the line, too long. So I say, you know what? No, I'm not going. He goes, all right, I'm just going to wait. So I wait. He comes back with a hot dog and proceeds to eat it. It wasn't all they had. It was the shortest line. So he doesn't like hot dogs at all unless they have a short line and he eats a hot dog. So
well, speaking of food, let me tell my story real quick.
What's that story?
The Fun Guy story, where me and my buddy Nicholas ate Fun Guy.
Oh, you're okay. Can I answer?
Oh yeah, my bad. Sorry.
Why not both?
I expected nothing less from you, man.
Let's finish these guys' questions,
Okay.
then I'll let you tell your story. South
Fun
Park
Guy.
or Family Guy? I have to go Family Guy just because I know South Park's got some really funny episodes. I've never gotten completely into it. I know people love South Park. Chad's yawning, and his answer is...
I like South Park a lot. I've probably seen... Back in the day, I used to watch a lot of South Park. And I've also watched a lot of Family Guy, but I will have to say I probably enjoy Family Guy a little more.
Chad's favorite Gears map, and why is it Raven Down?
Okay. This has to be Bat Dan. Obviously, this is Bat Dan asking the question.
Still at the one Coachy Loco.
That's not Bat Dan?
No. Well, it might. No.
Yeah. He probably changed his name.
No, I don't think it's him.
Well, this is Bat Dan. Thanks, Bat Dan, for asking the question.
I mean, this guy's trying to bond over with Gears, and you're just making him Bat Dan.
Coach, I could have sworn Bat Dan asked this question.
All right.
Could be wrong. So this is to Coach Loco and
we'll get to Bat Dan. He's got some questions.
This is to Coach Loco and or Bat Dan. Raven Down is a great map. Great shotgun map. I mean, Gears is all about the shotties, so obviously I see where he's going there. I love Raven Down for the shotties. If I'm going to go, with a map with power weapons, obviously I'm going to have to go with Canals from Gears 1, just a classic. The snipers on it. You got the torque under the bridge. You got the frags.
All right, so you've been
top.
talking too long, so we're actually going to answer another round of questions before you get to tell your story. Not an e-girl asked, thoughts on the butt ends of sliced bread?
Don't eat it. Give it to your dog.
All it's good for is toast.
It's not even good for that. Give it to your dog. Give the shitty scraplings to your stupid animal and move on with life.
Sure, people are going to say, oh, you can make like croutons out of it. When I worked at Zaxby's, we used to make croutons out of the end slices of bread. But let's be honest. You can do toast. You can do croutons. You can, tear it up and put it in stuff. But when it comes down to it, I don't believe you if you're a person that says that you don't throw 80% of the end pieces of bread away. Because while you might have good intentions, it doesn't come through. Don't lie.
You know what you are? You're a cheapskate. If you're like,
Oh, I'm saving money. I'm eating the end piece of the bread. Get out of here.
no one eats it, and if you do, you're a liar.
You know who does eat it? Yeah. This is not going to surprise anyone. My grandma. I walked in the other day. She had a sandwich made with one normal bread and a piece of bread. Made me so mad.
There's an exception. Sorry for shitting on your grandma like that. I love you, Mama Sue's.
Matt Ma.
I will say, if you were born after the 1950s,
right,
then you do not eat the end piece of bread.
Right. Yeah. She says, Chad, what's your favorite Guitar Hero game? Hers is number 5.
5? That was actually the last Guitar Hero I ever played.
And what is that? What was 5? I can't even think of.
Guitar Hero 5 is like...
That was different from like World Tour?
Guitar Hero 4 was World Tour. Well, okay. And then there was Aerosmith, there was Metallica. So maybe I'm thinking of a different Guitar Hero. The last one I played actually was...
5.
I might not have played 5. I know I played all the way up till maybe Metallica.
Mm-hmm.
Guitar Hero 3 Legends of Rock, though, to me is by far the best one. I think if you ask any real Guitar Hero fan, that's the best one. No offense.
All right, just keep shitting and all the people asking questions.
But here's the thing. I have to play the extremely hard songs because everything else is just so boring.
Well, hey, quit talking so much smack. Get your Wii back, which everyone knows you're not a real Guitar Hero player because you played on the Wii.
Well,
and
let's see your skills. See what you fucking say.
She says, brand or off-brand cereal. Now,
I mean,
Stop it.
Who is this person? Give me the person's name.
It's not an e-girl.
Oh, she's actually kind of cool. I take back what I said.
Yeah, we like her. She's very nice.
On cereal brand. I'm not eating the off stuff, dude.
Okay, so here's the thing. On cereal brand.
I'm not doing it.
Quit being so passionate. Food is my territory. I also am on cereal brand. But on brand, what am I trying to say? Brand cereal.
Yeah.
But I'm not a snob on the off-brand. There's a lot of other off-brand stuff that's definitely a go-to.
If I go to a poor person's house, I'll eat the off-brand.
Oh, please.
No, I'm just kidding. I go on-brand, but if off-brand is put in front of me, it's not like I don't enjoy it, but I do buy it.
There's certain things that you go off-brand. So now you can tell your story. This is a little... We're taking a break from the questions real quick because you said that you haven't told a story in a while and you had a good one, and I agree. I like this story.
Here's the thing. I think I think everyone hates my stories, but that's why I'm 100% going to tell the stories, because people don't like.
See, I don't know if people like or hate your. Well, some people definitely like your stories, and you could say that those people are almost as problematic as you. And then there's people that find your stories spark conversations, which is a good thing, you know?
Well, here's the thing, too. They're all hypotheticals. Like, you can take it as you will. Most of these stories, I will say, are from 4 to 5 years ago. I'm a grown man now.
And they're all hypothetical.
You don't know if they're real. So, I'll get into it. I talked about my buddy Nicholas and my driving incident before.
Right.
Me and Nicholas had a few shenanigans back in the day. He now has a kid and a wife. Loser.
What are you doing, buddy? Recording a podcast.
I have an anime podcast, and I jerk off a lot. No girlfriends.
All right.
But this was probably, we were 17 or 18. I think it was senior year of high school. Me and Nicholas decided to eat a few fungi.
Wait, were you eating fungi or were you eating a couple of fun guys?
Well, we were being a couple of fun guys off eating a fun guy.
Okay.
He had maybe done it once. I had done it a couple times before. It's where you kind of
experienced fun guy eater.
I was an experienced fun guy eater. Here's the thing, though. I get sick off of that stuff pretty easily. Mm-hmm. So, I've got a few stories. I'll only tell this one. I'll save the other one.
Got to save them. So we're running out of these stories because you
are.
don't do crazy things like this anymore.
Yeah. Still got a lot of them, though. But, okay, so the first time, I will tell the first time next pod or whenever. This was the second time me and him have done it. So this is his second time, probably my fourth or fifth. Mm-hmm. I'm used to this situation that's going on.
Yeah.
You've
eaten a bunch of fun guys.
Yeah, I ate fun guys all the time. They were always in my mouth. I ate a substantial amount this time. So did he. I kind of tricked him into eating more than usual. And it's just me and him.
Ton of fun guys.
It's me and him at his house. His dad is at home upstairs. Okay. We're in his basement. It's 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Is his dad
a fun guy?
His dad's a fun guy. He did not know we were doing this, though.
Okay, all right.
We're 17 or 18, so stuff's a little off limits.
We've
talked about it now. It's probably 1 in the afternoon. It's a bright, sunny day. Beautiful day.
Mm-hmm. It's 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I think, you know what?
Yeah.
Let's eat some shrooms.
So we eat it. Well, it's hypothetical. We eat it, and it starts to kick in, and he's got a pool table down there. I go and play pool by myself for 45 minutes.
Yeah, practicing the shot. Right?
For 45 minutes at least.
Practice makes perfect.
I'm in my own world, shooting pool. If anybody has done this before, you know what I mean. This guy is watching Family Guy, laughing the loudest I've ever heard someone laugh at a Family Guy episode.
Right.
And we both look
at
each
It's not that laugh out loud funny.
Yeah, it's not. But after about 45 minutes, we both look at each other, and we forgot that we were in the same room.
Right.
So I walk over there, and I'm talking to him. He's like,
wow,
dude.
Pool table in a room with a TV that you can lay down in, huh?
Big basement area. This is a really,
Showing off, Nicholas.
I go talk to him, and he starts to panic a little bit because, he stopped laughing. If I would have just left him to a show, it would have been fine. He starts panicking. He's like, dude, my heart is beating really fast. And, me being the great friend that I am.
Right.
I go, bro, do you hear that? And he's like, what are you talking about? And I go,
in local news, Nicholas of Georgia dies
from overeating shrooms. I do it just like that. Right. And he starts looking around. He's looking around. He's like, bro, oh my, did you fucking hear that?
So stupid.
And I go, dude, it was me. I'm just kidding. And he loses his shit, runs in the bathroom. And I'm like, I feel kind of bad at this moment.
Right.
He pukes. Not from me saying that, but he was just so panicked that he puked. Came back in. I went to the bathroom later, puked. I get a little dizzy, about my dizzy situations. By the way, puking on this stuff is pretty insane. He then calls over one of his friends.
Fun guys, a lot of fun going down, not so much fun coming back up.
You're right about that. I had Burger King. Oh, it was all fries and
Burger King. Fun guy.
fun guy. And he called over one of his friends. Her name was Emma. Which we got a great story about that.
Yeah, we do.
And she came over, she picked us up, she drove us to the local park, and we enjoyed nature for a while, and everything was good after that. But basically, I just wanted to say how I messed with my friend Nicholas, and I probably shouldn't have done that. It's kind of a dick move.
All right, well, that's a great story.
All hypothetical.
You do a great. I was getting some love for my little kid Zeke voice. You do a great news lady.
Thank you.
So, moving on to Marco's stand, she asked, what's one food that you like but most people don't? For example, she likes black licorice. So,
I was going to say alligator.
Alligator, yeah. See, this one's kind of hard. Alligator might be because so exotic, some people might not try it. I don't really have one. My family's kind of picky, so this is kind of stupid. I don't think it's like I like beans, and no one in my family eats beans really.
I don't really eat beans
You
either.
don't. That's another one. You don't really eat beans.
I feel like there's enough people that don't eat beans for that to be, I guess. I mean, a lot of people do eat beans.
A lot of people eat beans.
Kind of a shitty answer, but
well, alligator. All right. Oh, we get it. You go to the beach, okay? And you go to the expensive restaurants. Fine. One
rich.
food most people love, but you don't. And I might have talked about this before. I'm deathly scared of bananas.
That's not a bad answer because I used to hate bananas. I started eating them a little bit. My stomach doesn't really cooperate with them.
It's like a texture thing
yeah.
for me. I can't smell them. I used to eat them as a little kid, but man, like
way better fruits in my opinion than bananas. Mine is pickles. I for some reason I just cannot handle pickles. Something about them just makes me. When somebody puts pickles on my hamburger and I didn't ask for them, get ready for a knuckle sandwich. It's coming. I'm not, and you think I'm kidding.
Get ready for a knuckle sandwich, and I'll tell you this: my burger's not the sandwich.
Yeah, and you're making me mad just looking at you right now because I feel like you want to put pickles on my burger, and it's pissing me off right now.
And then this is gonna shock a lot of people because you love to talk about how ranch is always on my shirt. I actually don't like ranch. Wait, why are you laughing?
I'm not laughing.
Yeah, you are. Oh, my fidget spinner's still here. I told you I was going to leave
I'm not laughing. It's just funny that there's ranch on your shirt when you don't like it.
No, I don't like it.
I think I know. I think I know what the ranch.
There's
was
two
now.
people in the world. There's people who don't like ranch, and then there's people who like ranch way too much. No one is ever like, oh yeah, get me like a little side of ranch. I've never seen someone eat ranch without there being 5 gallons of ranch involved.
Ronnie,
It's ridiculous.
what was the white stuff on your shirt?
It was nothing, okay? I just had a couple fun guys over.
Oh. No.
Moving on. Quit liking ranch so much. One weird food combination you like. You have one?
Oh yeah.
Hers was Cheez-Its and ranch, funny enough.
Yeah. Well, she's probably one of those psychos that just likes ranch way too much. Mine was Texas Pete and
She
chicken
always talks
casserole.
about not to get too much into her, but she's like, don't let food touch. And then all of a sudden she's dipping Cheez-Its into ranch. So
Yeah, don't talk about her. I mean, Marco, come on. I'm just kidding. She's actually pretty cool. But yeah, Cheez-Its and ranch is a little too much for me. But I will say I'm on the opposite spectrum. Texas Pete. I could put Texas Pete on anything. Texas Pete and chicken casserole.
Oh, that's not even that weird. That's just
not that, dude.
If you're not doing that, you're not doing it right, baby.
Did you do it that one time?
I don't think I did.
Next time, trust me. Trust me, bro.
Damn. Okay, that's got me feeling some type of way. My dad has a secret recipe called disappearing chili, and people always think it's super weird, but it's like my favorite meal. I always ask for it for my birthday. It's chili, spicy chili. He takes biscuits, stuffs them with cheddar cheese, covers that in butter and frosted flakes. So first of all, if you're hearing this, it's got a lot of health benefits. And just toast that on up, and it is whoo.
Can you you said for your birthday. My birthday's coming up.
We might do that, bro. It's so good.
If you do
it's
that?
one of those things I want you to try so bad.
I can already tell I love
sweet
it.
and spicy. You use a little kind of spicy chili, bro.
I will
Get
pay you.
out of town.
I will pay you in Doge.
And hey, what do you know? Another food question. It's like it's like these people know the way to my heart. Zorlak asked, "Which type of meal do you like to cook? Breakfast, lunch, dinner?" Cook. Yeah. What do you cook, Chad? What do you
I'm
like
the
to
type
cook,
of
buddy?
guy that only meal preps for a few meals, and then that's it for the week for me.
Yeah,
So I'm basic as fuck.
Yeah, you're
basic
throwing
as fuck.
chicken in the oven.
I'm doing chicken. I'm just cutting up chicken breast. I'm doing rice. I'm doing a few veggies, and that's my meal prep. I'm not going exotic. If I want something exotic, I'll go to Wow Deli and I will wow it up.
I don't really eat breakfast. Just never really hungry for it. Sometimes I'll do like a brunch ordeal on the weekends because I love breakfast burritos. Do a little fry up some potatoes. Oh, a little Texas Pete like you were talking about. I'm getting hungry, bro. But I probably like making dinner the most, just because I know my way around the kitchen and making a little pasta here, a little hamburger here, just fucking salt bay and everything because I'm extra like that.
Respect.
Moving on. So both John E. Panic and Marco Stan both asked the start date for SpongeBob Chronicles. So you kind of fill with something. I'm going to check our schedule real quick.
I'm in the store and I'm singing.
All right, thank you for doing that for me. It looks here. So on our calendar, we've got 1 week from now, we're starting the Jujutsu Kaisen Podcast, SpongeBob Chronicles. Oh, it's coming soon.
Sweet.
So be on the lookout for that, guys. Now we go to Bat Dan, who asked, "What's your go-to Smash Brothers character?" So we got us out of the food realm. Good for you, Bat Dan.
Good job.
I used to play the shit out of Smash Bros. We played recently on the Switch. I am so bad at it now. I lost everything.
I'm the same way. It's been way too long since I played, but I do have two characters that I go to. People might make fun of me for it.
I've got two characters as well. You go for it.
Kirby and Yoshi.
Yep. I've seen you pick those. Fox was always one of my go-tos.
Fox is a good one.
And then I still use him sometimes when I play. And then I used to go Captain Falcon. I was really good with Captain Falcon. I've played with him recently, and I am just awful.
Yoshi's low-key dope.
Well, Yoshi's just awesome. He also asked, Godzilla vs. Kong is now out. Which team are you on? Team Kong or Team Godzilla? Did you ever really finagle with any of those movies?
Kong Dong, baby. I'm going full American. That Kong. And one reason is because I've never seen a Godzilla movie.
Yeah, I've never seen him either, but I am pretty sure I guess I'll root for King Kong because I like gorillas, but I'm pretty sure, I haven't really seen the movies, but I'm thinking Godzilla has he can breathe fire, or I think it's like a radiation ordeal. So I'm kind of worried about that. So I'm gonna have to go Godzilla.
Okay.
Ames says, "This is for Ronnie." Thank you, Ames. She says, I said that I like animated shows. Have I watched BoJack Horseman? What is this, a crossover episode? Yeah, I've watched BoJack Horseman. It's a great show until it's not, because it makes me really fucking sad.
I've never seen it, so I have no idea what it's about.
Well, I'll tell you, it's about this horse, right? And he used to be on a sitcom, and basically, long story short, it just explores a lot. It gets really deep on you, deals with anxiety, depression. It's really well done. It's also super funny. My favorite episode is one where one of the characters, his name's Mr. Peanut Butter. He's a dog. How cute is that? He hosts a game show called Hollywood Stars and Celebrities. What do they know? Do they know things? Let's find out. What a name.
Okay.
And BoJack goes up against Daniel Radcliffe. It's a riot. And then, to start wrapping this up, okay, I got 3 things that I want to talk about.
Okay.
People have been asking for more Pistachio Man stories, so let's get one of those real quick. First of all, haven't told you this yet. We have, they're doing construction nearby our work, and so they've got a big, huge mound of dirt that makes it like a mountain. I was leaving work today at 3:30, and I saw Pistachio Man, and he was running on the top of those dirt mountains.
No, he was not. You're lying.
I swear to God, I saw something moving. I looked out of the corner of my eye, and like, you guys don't understand. There's no easy way to get up.
Well, that's what I was about to say. Like, I know what these look like. You're kidding.
He had to traverse up like the side of a mountain, and he was just running up there. And
oh my God!
Checking his pace. But that's a bonus story. So we talked about his Facebook. One time we found his Facebook, and he was. We see a video, and he's doing push-ups, and we're looking, and we're like, "Wait, what is this guy?" And then we realize, holy shit, that's work. Like, I can walk over there right now if I wanted to. He had stacked boxes that we have at work up, and his feet were lower than his chest, and he was doing push-ups on boxes that we sell at work. And he had gotten this guy who had been working there for like 3 days.
Yeah.
And he just had that guy record him, and it was just captioned, "Getting it in when I can."
Oh, that was so good. What a find.
All right. Another thing, speaking of work, people have been up in the Discord lately talking about geese. We have very strong feelings about geese.
We got a lot of them.
Would you like to summarize it in like 3 words or less?
I will kill them.
Nice try. I was going to go with fuck them geese.
That's a good one.
Yeah, we live by a lake. There's like an entire horde of them that we see throughout the year. There's like 20 sometimes.
Okay, I've already told my dumbass roommate Kyle that if one of these things swarmed at, you know how they swarm at people? We saw a video on Twitter literally yesterday, and this lady ran like 700 feet away from it.
Yeah.
I was like, that's ridiculous. Why would the geese stopped like 5 feet in? I'm not kidding. I would roundhouse kick one of these cocks, or maybe even grab them by the neck and break their neck right there. I am done with these geese.
They are always there, and they're bitches. They're not scared of you at all. They are so territorial.
That's what I'm saying.
They will
come at me, bro.
Like, the sidewalk that we have to walk into work is literally like, there's a cliff that leads down to a lake here, and then you have a sidewalk that's like 4 feet wide. And it might not even be 4 feet. These geese will just stand there and don't move. So you got to like get on the edge of this cliff because they hiss at you. So you think they're going to do something. And I've seen people scurry around them. You know what my move is? I have a 32-ounce Hydro Flask. You got to drink that water, baby. Stay hydrated. Yeah. I tighten that son of a bitch up big time, and I just grab the handle so hard. And if one of those things ever move, I am just...
Yeah. I like that.
And just right in.
Because I'm not about this whole,
it's the animals, be safe around.
No. If they come at
me,
have an entire
lake.
Fuck them up.
There's so much room. It's not even. They don't even need to leave. I get it. It's their home. They stay at that lake.
The Earth is their home.
Yeah, Chad.
Earth doesn't belong to humans.
Get
the fuck out of here.
Don't be a dick, Chad.
The Earth is for humans.
Chad,
too.
Don't be a dick. Yes, we can share it. They have an entire lake and woods. Let them stay in there. Get off the sidewalk.
Yeah, that's our sidewalk.
And
humans
I'll tell you
made
this,
it.
I drive. I was telling you this today. I could have ran one over yesterday.
And you should have.
I was on the road. I was going a solid 35 miles per hour. Just pulled out of work. It was just in the middle of the road. I thought, oh, for sure. I'm in a fucking car going 35 miles per hour. Of course this thing's going to move. Didn't move. And I wanted to hit it so badly. But as you know, I drive a very luxurious sports car.
Yep. Viper.
Honda Civic. And so I was like, it's pretty low to the ground. I don't want geese guts on my car. So I was a bitch. I had to slow down. It made me wish I had your truck and some big tires so I could just flatten that thing. Because I'm sick of it.
I'm sick of it too, man.
There's poop everywhere.
That's the worst part.
Do you know how much time
one more time?
If you had a camera on me walking into work, you'd think, hey, is Ronnie playing hopscotch? Because I'm skipping all over these geese turds.
If you look at my Google search history, it's literally how much pressure does it take to break a geese's neck. And I'm not kidding.
That's how we feel about geese. And if you're on the geese's side, I would just, first it's geese, Ronnie. It's
geese's.
It's not geese's.
Geese-eye?
It's geese. If you're on the geese side, odds are you don't have to deal with them every day. And then finally,
wrap it up.
My last talking point, because I've been seeing more and more of this. Are you a flip-flop guy?
Yes.
Okay. And here's the thing.
I'm a sandals or flip-flop guy.
I knew you were a flip-flop guy, and I like that about you.
Thank you.
Guys who hate on the flip-flops are insecure about their masculinity. I'll just say that.
Now I will say this, I don't disrespect the people that do this. I just say I personally do not do this. Jeans with flip-flops is something that I don't really rock.
It's not a great look.
It's not a great look, but it's not, if you do it, that's fine. That's your choice.
But here's the thing, right? Like, if you're wearing flip-flops, it's warm enough. Why are you wearing jeans?
Exactly.
Okay?
And that's where sometimes you just spit truths on this podcast, and you just did it right there.
Just, it's a give and take. It's not like both of those things should happen at the same time. People, like, oh, you wear that little thong between your toes, and listen, no, I've got dude toes. They're not great. Sometimes we'll get in later onto our explorations into getting pedicures together, because we definitely do that. But you got to keep those toes looking nice. And we're almost done with the podcast, so if you could listen to the flip-flop story instead of looking at your phone,
I
that'd
had
be
to
great.
text my buddy, Tommy boy.
I want you to talk something about the flip-flops real quick.
Okay, the flip-flop situation, I rock
Do you know what I'm talking about? Have you heard these people that hate on it?
the thong, the thong, the flip-flop situation, I
Focus up. Either you've heard it or not.
Yes, I do.
Do you
There's a
know
lot of
the
people
guys that
there's a lot of
shit on
people
the
that hate on
flip-flops?
them, yeah.
There's a lot of guys that do that.
Unfortunately, I feel like Ben might be one of them, and I'm just, yeah.
All I'm saying is if it's above 80 degrees summertime and you're a dude that's running out to do something real quick, you got some errands to run, or heaven forbid you're going to a beach or something, and you take this is what my brother does. You take the time to put on socks and shoes.
Well, here's the thing. If you put on socks and shoes because, it's just one of those situations where you're like, oh, I might slip. I might have to, jump up and grab something real quick. That's fine. If you're not 80% of the time you're putting on flip-flops, especially in Georgia where it gets to almost 100 degrees, that's fine. But if you're like a 40-60 guy and 40% of the time you're putting on shoes, 60 foot, no. You got to up that percentage.
All right. Just in girls, a lot of girls too, like, oh, guys shouldn't wear flip-flops.
Well, you know what I say to that? That's why I have 0 women's.
Don't be so judgmental. Let us live our life, all right? Anyway,
I need a girlfriend.
That's the end of this podcast. We're done. Real quick, last business, okay? When are we going to record Jujutsu Kaisen? I say we record 2 episodes at once, so we come with our notes.
Do you want to do it next weekend? Record
like what
both?
day? What day do you want to record?
I can.
Let's try and put something in cement so we have a schedule.
We can do it any day next weekend.
Next weekend.
Or did you want to do it this weekend?
No, we don't have time this weekend.
Okay.
So it'll be a little bit long for people to wait, but
I mean, we could possibly do it on Saturday.
All right.
I've got to check the schedule. I've got a lot of chicks that are hitting me up and stuff.
So let's just try and plan on always having it ready by maybe like Friday evening, and then we'll push that out into the weekend.
Yeah.
And we'll do 2 episodes, and we'll say...
I'll probably have to cancel a few dates, but I think Friday could work. And by a few dates, I mean 0.
So, I'm saying Friday or Saturday. We'll just be ready to go.
Trust me, I'll be free. I've got nothing going on.
And you guys can maybe tell us what days you want us to release. Maybe we'll do like a Monday, Thursday ordeal. But we'll figure that out. I just wanted to put something in stone. I've been Ronnie.
And I've been Chazzy.
See you later.
Peace.